2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a loss to Orlando in Florida. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by 1 bucket.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT. And it happened after we spent so much energy just to force the overtime.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Nene. Carter Williams is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Parker, and it's Batum in a quick 3 spot.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player. Does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Now here is Kirilenko. Good. The Machine's got his second basket of the game.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Nash to the inside. The Machine. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for the Machine. Carter Williams, the pass to DeRozan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's the Machine off the left rim and out.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
For 3, Okafor grabs the miss. Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Shoots from 12. Shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's the teardrop. Excellent D there from Okafor. Trailblazers on D. They trail by 1. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are, or a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
Now here is Kirilenko. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Great open look there.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now Las Vegas moving it up. Here's Okafor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar Derozen. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because we want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. And, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
So it's Las Vegas now. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now. Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
So a moment now to see the story on Michael Carter-Williams. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Here's Nash, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Nash has got 5.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
A different look now for Portland. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Nene. That's Mills in for Michael Carter-Williams. Portland, no good that time either.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Down low. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. 16 points for the machine.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
That is good. Las Vegas leading by 8. Here's Maverick. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the middle, here's the machine, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
In a big game for the machine. He's already got 16 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Portland. Muhammad comes in for DeMar Derozen.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Here's Bilal. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Batum. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Fortunately for me, I don't have it.
Now here's Buttinger. Here's the machine. Here's Maverick. Buries the long-range jumper. Maverick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Mills. The Spurs could have used his contributions last year. Parker was hobbled. Corey Joseph was still learning. Mills didn't put together consistent efforts and ended up losing minutes. Clark because of it.
Yeah, you know, Mills had the opportunity to make an impact for a championship contender. That chance doesn't come very often. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the most of it. You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
Evans, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Crawford comes in for the machine. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting back to Boozer, last year he was claimed off amnesty waivers by the Lakers. Now, Los Angeles paid $3.25 million of his salary, while the Bulls paid the remaining $13.5 million of his salary.
And getting away from the contract, you know, he actually had a decent year. Shots over 50% from the field, strong rebounds per minute average. I mean, he's a professional. He went in and did his job.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Screen by Boozer. Mills dishes to Chandler. Shot clock at 3. Batum with the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And you look at Reggie Evans, he hasn't done a lot as a basketball player, but what he does really well. Rebound like a maniac. And he defends the post as if his family is in danger.
When one thinks of Reggie Evans, one word often comes to mind: hustle. It's through sheer relentlessness that he's made it over 13 years, Greg, in this NBA.
You know, he always gives maximum effort. The numbers and usage rate were down a little last year, but I believe he still has the fire and energy to give you a few good minutes every game.
Wasted no time on that one. Crawford's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
So it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The 3 from Mills. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter. And Tyson Chandler.
Let's take them back.
Don't you need a player like this, Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? You know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room, which Chandler has got that covered.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Las Vegas.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. DeRozan out there with Carter Williams. Then there's Parker. Then there's Nene. And it's Muhammad in at the 3.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Time now for an injury report. Now for an injury update on Carlos Boozer. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, I briefly chatted with the head athletic trainer for the Portland Trailblazers. He told me he's suffering from back spasms, so they put some ice on it and gave him some painkillers. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible. Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
Not a piece of it. Lopez kicks to Brewer. Shoots the 3, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Maverick.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And it's a completely new group for Las Vegas. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. DeRozan, the basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Nash kicks to Okafor. To the inside. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. they'll count the basket.
Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
The shot is good. And that's 21 points for the Machine.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Gooden passes to Carter Williams. Unhindered, going all the way. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 8. Rosen dishes to Carter Williams. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month. Second, Michael Carter Williams.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first. Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Andre Kirilenko is checked in for the Machine. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine. But that would have been lucky had it fallen poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
A nice shot by Nash. Trailblazers trail by 11. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Muhammad, no luck. Las Vegas has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Nash outside. The feed to Buttinger. Portland grabs the miss. And now Portland on the break. And it's DeRozan missing. And here we go with Kirilenko running it up the court. And Okafor slams it in.
Tack a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard court.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. And now Portland on the break. DeRozan leading the charge.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, and came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's very good. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
6 to shoot. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
And DeRozan kicks the champion, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Ballar, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And a moment now to see some numbers for DeMar Derozen. He's putting up about 21 points per 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Mavericks checked in for Las Vegas.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space, tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
On the wing, Batum, guarded by Kirilenko. Batum wide open, he fired. No good. And it's Las Vegas the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
And Mills kicks to Boozer. No good off the front iron. Las Vegas leading by 10. Here's Maverick. He has 6. To the paint. And Buttinger gets it to go. Buttinger's got 6.
Boy, passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And here's Mills from the arc. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
DeRozan in the corner. No good from outside. Las Vegas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by DeRozan. 3 on 3. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. DeRozan's got 13 points in just this quarter. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Maverick. Las Vegas again missing. 1 second left. No good. And that does it for the first half of play. Las Vegas ahead. Leading.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench, you know.
And time now to send you.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from the machine.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
I like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it.
Make you feel good about it. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for Las Vegas. Okafor out there with Robin Lopez. And it's the machine. And it's Andre Kirilenko. And it's Nash in at the 1. Nene, the screen. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Kirilenko the pass to the machine. That's good. The machine's got 25 points in the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And it's DeRozan missing.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Here's the machine. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Nene. Las Vegas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Passes it to DeRozan. Feeds to Carter Williams. Shoots off the step back. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Rosen dishes to Carter Williams. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Las Vegas leading by 7.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard. And he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
It's stolen by Carter Williams, and here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. Whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clark, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Parker's shot is off.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was #1. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the machine. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 29 points for the machine.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Carter Williams kicks to Batum. Pass to Muhammad. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Las Vegas leading by 5.
You got nothing at all. Take it to him there.
Nash outside. There's the pass to the machine. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Crawford, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Jamal Crawford. He's got 14 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Evans is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Boozer comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Mills in for Michael Carter-Williams. Mohamed with it, working on Anderson. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. That's short off the rim.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Crawford. Shot, no good. Nice D from Chandler. Mills passes to Boozer. He's off from 17 feet.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Crawford's shot is good. Here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside, Batum. It's tipped. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Crawford. Shot is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 1:57 left in the third. Chandler is screened. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Kicks it to Muhammad. He dishes it to Mills. Boozer is screen on Crawford. Got a piece of it.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Chandler with the steal. Mills with it. And it's been a tough game for him offensively.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
And the basket good. 9 points for Maverick.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And there's the foul. It's on Reggie Evans. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Brewers checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. DeRozan's checked in. Anderson with the block.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
They retain possession. And Boozer throws it down.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Pass to Maverick. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Las Vegas leading by 9. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Carter-Williams. DeRozan out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Mills. Then it's Nene at the 5 spot. Mills dishes to DeRozan. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Carter-Williams against Nash. Dishes it to Okafor. Shoots from 8, and that one's good. And Las Vegas leads by 9. And the Trailblazers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Nene, the screen. Here's Carter-Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Emeka Okafor.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Nene. He's got 8 points and 2 nice steals as well. They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Kirilenko comes in for Brewer, and the machine subbed in for Chase Budinger.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Nash kicks to Okafor. Pass to the machine. Lopez against Nene. The machine. But they recover it. Okafor, the pass to Nash. To the middle. And another shot. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nene's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Nash against Carter Williams. Nash dishes to Lopez. And there's the call on Nene. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Okafor. Now off the inbound. No good. Good D by Parker. Trailblazers trail by 3. Mills. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Here's Parker. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Las Vegas's head coach was saying to his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Carter Williams kicks to DeRozan. Great look, but off the mark.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Nash with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Nash the pass to the machine. And it's Portland with the rebound. Carter Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Well, they're still early in the quarter, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Outside DeRozan. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside to make them beat you from deep.
And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Carter Williams. Back to Nene. Lots of room. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Nene's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Parker. Lopez with the block. Kirilenko against Nene. Good on the shot.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Carter Williams dishes to Batum. Off the pick. Okafor grabs the miss.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about Which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players? What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And he gets it to go. And it's 37 points for the Machine. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Drains the 19-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Nash outside. The pass to the Machine. Shoots. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Batum for 3, but they get it back. Parker and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. Here's Parker, and he banks in the layup. Parker's got 24 points. Las Vegas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nash drives in, fires from 14. Lopez passes to Nash. No good off the front iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that open.
They recover it, and they'll keep possession. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Passes it to the Machine. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Nene. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Pass to the Machine. That one a little long. Trailblazers leading by 4. Chandler with a screen for Carter Williams. Batum with the 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Las Vegas the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Shooting for Las Vegas.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're in front by 3. 1:25 left to play here in the fourth. .25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter Williams kicks to DeRozan, and it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go with Kirilenko running it up the court. That's good. The Machine's got 43 points.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Kirilenko.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 1:09 left in the game. DeRozan, the open look, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half. Nash dishes to Lopez. 9 feet out, nails it, and what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the collected way in which he delivered it?
Clutch. Here's Chandler, and it's sent back by Lopez. Kirilenko kicks to Nash, and the pass to the Machine. Count it! Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. left in the game. And here is Carter Williams. Portland again missing. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Batum passes to DeRozan. Goes up on the high post. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Las Vegas calls timeout. The score got it at 105. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's the machine. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Batum. Chandler out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's DeRozan in at the 2 spot.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Nash dishes to Lopez. Count it and the foul. It's on Tyson Chandler.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Nene, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And DeRozan kicks to Parker. They set the screen. Here's Carter Williams. DeRozan off target with his 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Parker's shot is off. Las Vegas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. To the inside. And then Okafor slams it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Nash outside. Crawford gets stolen by DeRozan. Lopez with the block. Here's Nash. To the paint. Here's Crawford. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's 20 points for Jamal Crawford.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. And he gets it to go.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Las Vegas calls timeout. They trail by 1. 1:35 left to play in the first overtime. Batum against Nash. Great D that time from Batum. Portland leading. Down low. From the stripe. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Crawford kicks to Nash. Yes!
Watch out now. Nash is on fire.
Portland's gone 2 for 3 from beyond the arc to begin overtime. Left side, DeRozan. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Okafor, the pass to Crawford.
He had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. Here's DeRozan. Good D by Lopez.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
Shooting for Las Vegas, Robin Lopez.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so here's Portland.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
A shot by Batum, no good. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Carter Williams. Nene dishes to DeRozan. Here's Carter Williams. We see Las Vegas get the win here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash. Things turned around in that second half. What was the difference?
We gave up a lot of, 50-50 balls. Just things that, you can't give up. We hung with it, and we were down. And we hung with it, found a way to creep back in. So very, very proud of my guys. I think we played pretty good basketball.
Steve, we appreciate the time. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize he had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.